Eternal Strands. Battle large enemies with a point of magic and steal to recover your home in Eternal Strands. Let's talk about the settings, features and gameplay. There are a lot of settings for this game, lots of graphics and video settings, audio controls, subtitles and more. I only adjusted the odd settings and mainly replayed on what the game defaulted for me to up on the startup. I had no crashes or game breaking bugs. I found the game to run smoothing. In cutscenes, however, it does not support the ultra-wide, so we get the back bars on the sides. Highlights. The pulses are deformable and will get stronger with the new attacks up on the first 3 times you fight them. The next one is the world is highly reactive. The elements affect each other and every surface you can climb. Just watch your stamina. Next, eventually get an item, not sure why it's under consumables, but it does not disappear after using it. It's not fast traveling back to the camp no matter where are you, but it is one way to trip. The item is called Loom Shirt. Press V at any time to use the watch's wisp, a trail to show you the direction to go. I just wish it lasted longer when activated, but do the quest for a lean called a Study in the Light to buff its cooldown rate significantly. The hammer icons on the map is locating of gear of weapon schematics. I wish we could zoom into the map and to see details better. Once a schematic is found, a green check mark will appear on the map to show you that you've collected it. Shortcomings, yes, there is a few. Inventory is way too small. You need to upgrade the caravan to unlock more inventory space. The leveling up of your camp is determined by the story, or so even you have the resources that you not be upgraded until you get to the next point in the story where it lets you. My biggest gripe with the game. Fall damage. I personally hate when the games, especially fantasy games, make you take fall damage. No HUD or quest makers, but this is where you press V to use your watcher's wisp. See highlights. When you die, you respawn at camp and only can take a handful of resources back with you. The number you will keep increase as you level up your camp and you can choose which ones to keep. Still, it's sad to lose any at all. Next is gear, weapons and leveling up. Your character does not level up in this game, only the gear and weapons, and those must be crafted. So here is where some green comes in, but it's made worse by such a small inventory at the start. Once back at camp and all your resources are safe and automatically transferred to your stash. Also, you do not find weapons or gear in the world. Only resources, schematics and texts. Everything is brought back to the camp to be crafted. You can choose what materials to use, and the higher the rarity, the better the gear and weapons, obviously. Next, about your map. Useful info. As you play an area, information will become available about not just the areas of the map, but what the resources it holds. That summary called attunement holds info of the current weather in the map, the current archon or boss available, common enemies of the area, resources that can be found, and where the weapon and gear schematics are. It also tells you how many loom pages are in the area. As you play an area, you will collect pages of information. Collect an X amount of them to open up a knowledge of that area. The way to see all this info at base camp is by going to the loom, and before you travel, all these stats show about how each area before fast traveling there. Look at the map stats, weather and what big boss is in that area before fast traveling. Don't like the stats, then go to sleep in your tent. Each in-game day changes the weather and the boss in the area. Let's talk about the visuals and audio. The cutscenes that are animated are gorgeous. The art style is very much Dragon Prince style or a great show on Netflix. I adore the Dragon Prince series, so the art and look characters appeal to me right off the bat. Plus the environments are beautiful. Anyone who enjoys taking screen captures will love this game. A lot to capture. No photo mode, which is a real shame, but this game needs one. The music flashes out the world with melodies of fantasy, magic and adventure. This score was created by Austin Wintory, and if you wish to preview the sample, he has a video on YouTube, Austin Wintory. So, overall experience, despite the shortcomings, which let's be honest will be a dealer breaker for some, I really love this game. Some things are fixable, like inventory spy and fall damage. They can be reduced if not outright removed. I see some negative reviews saying the combat feels janky, but for me I played with the keyboard and mouse and found it felt good. I find the artwork and animations to look very much like the art style of Dragon Prince series, and the movement in the world to feel like the Immortals of Phoenix Rising, the way all surfaces can be scaled, and how reactive the environments are. I really enjoy the game and hope some quality of life stuff gets fixed, but I've laid out what I deem to be the highs and lows, and hopefully it helps you to make a more informed decision if this game is right for you. For those of you who do decide to jump in, the enclave awaits. So guys, this review is getting to the end and I thank you for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe, hit a like button and set up the notifications. Bye.